welcome to Joker Gaming. My name is Broke Joker, and today we will be doing part 7 of our Germany No Step Back DLC build. If you missed the first 6 parts of this build, click on the icon on the upper right hand corner of your screen now. Now that that's out of the way, let's go ahead and jump right in. Alright, where we last left off, we are going to war, okay? Danziger War is now done. We are in March 21st, 1940. Now, this is late. Alright, super late. So, I'm only doing this so that way you guys are prepared enough to go to war. We could have went to war in September, right? But we want to make sure everything's done. Make sure you guys are comfortable going. So, let's go ahead and choose our next focus. Alright, Danziger War is now done. Go ahead and do Around the Maginot next. Now, we want to go ahead and sort out our Navy and our Army, okay? So our Navy is done. Why is a destroyer in here? That's so weird. Okay, go ahead and make sure that all your subs are ready to go. Now, this is what I want you to do. Right-click onto the Upper Baltic, Lower Baltic Sea, and Danish belts, right? You see how it's glowing blue right here? That means that your subs have no orders. I mean, they have the zones, but they're not told what to do yet, right? So this is perfect because later on when we send them over here by France, you want to make sure that the zones are blue when we click on them, because you don't want like one subgroup tasked to guarding, the Upper Baltic Sea and the rest of them are over there, So make sure they are all blue. Go ahead and start doing convoy rating. Now, we are going to do nothing with our surface fleet, all right? The reason why I say this is because England is, I don't know what they did with the computer, with the AI, but England now floods the Eastern North Sea and the Norwegian coast. They flood it with their ships. We would get toasted right here in the next 3 months. We'd be down to about 20-something ships if we sent them out there now. So go ahead, leave them in port. We're going to leave them in port until pretty much France. So, next thing we want to do, go ahead and sort out your aircraft. Now, we have our naval bombers right here. Go ahead and right-click them into the Eastern North Sea. Our radar right here will give us surface detection, so that way our planes can destroy them. Make sure that you put them on naval strike, and I put them on port strike. You don't really have to do that, but port strike. Go ahead and get your tactical bombers and put them in the Eastern North Sea also. Go ahead, naval strike, port strike. Don't do logistic striking. Now, go ahead and put our interceptors. We want to make sure our interceptors are sort of protecting us. They're going to flood us with planes. There's nothing that these guys are going to be able to do. They're going to barely be able to swat them away. So they're going to do the best they can, but it's not going to be really great. So go ahead and make sure that this group right here is in the what does that say? Northwest Germany, right? So Northwest Germany, make sure they are tasked to intercept. Go ahead. Now we want this other group of interceptors right here. Go ahead and make sure that they are intercepting in the Western Germany. Now this Czechoslovakian group that I told you guys to put there, go ahead and intercept again, Czechoslovakia. Now make sure our CAS, put our CAS in here. Go ahead, logistics strike. I always do all of them, but more than likely, port strike, yes, they're not going to really come out here in naval strike, so you don't have to do that. Now, go ahead and get your fighter 2, or your fighter 1s and 2s. Put them on intercept and air superiority. Last but not least, we need this last group of interceptors right here, or fighters, to be tasked to intercept right here in Eastern Germany, and our Air Force is now done. Now, our Navy's done. Make sure that they are all good to go. If you have any that are level 3, make sure you put them where they need to go. See, now we have more subs that are at level 3. Put them in there. So, like I said before, whenever, like if we lose a sub right here, this goes from 10 to 9, it'll automatically draw subs from our reserve and put them into our sub fleet. So, that's the whole reason that we did the automatic reinforcement. You're welcome. Alright, so go ahead, now that we are done with that, go ahead and keep on going. Poland refuses German ultimatum. We have everything ready to go. Make sure that your orders are all ready to go. Your orders should be looking like my orders right now. Alright? And last but not least, what we need to make sure to do is our convoys are still going to be coming with our supplies that we're getting from Portugal and everything. So make sure you put them on avoid, right? This pretty much leaves whoever's sailing the ships. It pretty much, they designate if it's dangerous or not to float to sail through here. So go ahead and just put it on avoid. Don't really put it on blocked, because then maybe they can go through here and it's safe, and they'll completely avoid it if you put it on blocked. So just go ahead and put avoid on for these 4 zones right here. All right, make sure your planes are up, they're ready to go. Make sure your army's ready to go, and now we are going to go to war as soon as this is done. Poland joins the Allies. What are they going to do? Nothing. All right. They know what the alternative is. All right. Look, France gets war support. Why does the United Kingdom get war support? They're not even doing nothing. All right. We're going to war, guys. Go ahead. Declare right now. Look at this. This is garbage. All right. Go ahead. Declare war. This is conquer and declare Poland. Loses the anti-communist. Look at all this crap, right? This is ridiculous. All right. Call your allies in, which we have one at this point, because we didn't do the oh no, I'm sorry, we do have Romania, so go ahead, call them in. If you ever need to know who's on your team, go ahead and click on this little we are at war icon right here, and go ahead, you can call them in. Already Hungary and Romania are going to join in the action. Go ahead and make sure that you set all your guys to go. Go. What I like to do is for Manstein, because there is I think there is a fort right here somewhere, right? Did they remove the fort? No, Danzig, right here at the port, used to have a fort on it. I don't see it now. Oh, okay, whatever. So just go ahead and, what I like to do is do siege artillery. It gives them bonuses, see fort damage, plus 200% to fort damage combat, and then plus 200% to fort combat damage chance, and plus 20 to attack. So go ahead and make sure you click on that, and make sure everything's good to go. So we do not have our war support yet for war bonds, but what we can do is we can get rid of this crap. What we can do is, where is it? Political actions. Go ahead and start doing improved worker conditions. Now, this gives us a plus 5% to our consumer goods, but it gives us a weekly stability of 0.50, right? So this is going to raise our stability. And then we're going to be able to do war bonds. As soon as we start taking out Poland and stuff, our war support's going to go through the roof. So then we'll be able to get war bonds. So as of now, go ahead and unpause. Everybody should be going now. And now let's go ahead and zoom on in. Look at it, just rolling through. Nobody's even in Danzig. Where did everybody go? Nobody's even in Danzig anymore. And then here's our little tanks right here. They're rolling through, so like they're already heading down. So the second capital right here is Krakow. Oh, let's go ahead and see if we can get up in there before they go. I just like to mess around with my tanks, send them all every which way, because Poland is so disorganized. And there's Poland. That's it, guys. Poland is now complete. We got all this equipment from them. Poland capitulated. We do not want to keep it going. Now, go ahead and do exactly what I do. Our army right here that I have the skull and crossbones on, hit Z, left click them onto the border with Denmark. I forgot Denmark's name. Go ahead, the one with the sub on it, go ahead and Z left click them onto the border with Belgium. Geez, I keep forgetting all their names. And then this is what I want you to do with this other army group right here. I want you to go ahead, Z and right click drag, right? Them right there. And then go ahead and just make sure your lines are even. Make sure that the white army is meeting up with the orange army. And then go ahead and start drawing your your offensive line. So go ahead and hit X and make sure you are doing this. Now our tanks are going to go up here. So I want one up here, right? So Z right click. It should be about 2 squares right here. And then hit X. And then right click drag, right? They are going to pretty much spear into, actually, wait a minute, I'm sorry, shift. There we go. we are going to spearhead into right there. And then go ahead and make sure you get Guderian down here. He is going to spearhead right here to the Hague. So the reason why I want on this side, because this is a giant like lake, right? So they can actually flood this if they want to. But so this is a giant lake. We need to get around this lake as fast as possible. And if we take too much time, we could be stonewalled right here. And then they can start flooding in reinforcements from France and everything. And we don't want that. All right, so go ahead and make sure you do that. Now, what we need to do next is we need to make another 50 of our border patrol. Make sure we are getting everybody who's trying to naval invade us. Go ahead and click 1, location, wherever you want, and then we are good to go. Let's see if our Lend-Lease is going to make it to over here. I don't think... Oh, they got 12 more days. I don't know, guys. You know what? As long as they don't make it to Helsinki, then we're good. All right, go ahead and unpause. See all these ships we are now sinking. This is just from our... We're going to lose some planes, okay? And let's not deny it. But we are going to sink a bunch of their ships. And this is at the cost of planes, which is cheaper to manufacture than ships, right? Now, they are pretty much bombing us to death. So what we want to do is... As our guys are making it their way over here, let's see where they're at. Okay, our guys are now there. This is what we want to do. Go ahead and hit the supply thing up here, okay? We want to start changing these supply hubs. Change them to the, see the double trucks right here? We want to go ahead and make sure they are double trucking it all around here. Double truck. Double truck it. If it's not double truck, I need you to fix it. Make sure everyone in the surrounding area is at least double truck. Now, so you can see double trucks right here. The icon right here. So it's easy to know which one's double trucked and which one isn't. We want to make sure these ones up here are double trucked too, because our army is going to be up here. See, it's already kind of hurting. So this is why we put that supply depot right here, because see, it's right in the middle. Our troops are pretty much stacked. A bunch of troops are stacked here, so that's why I had you guys put it there. And then we want to make sure to double truck everything we can. Alright, I think we are pretty much good to go. Don't worry about down here. We're not, well, I guess we will be, sort of. So this is a cheeky thing I want you guys to do. Now, I want you to go ahead and click on our little army right here. These pinkies right here. And go ahead and hit X, right-click drag them. Right-click drag and do an offensive line right here. Now, France instinctively, right, as soon as we started war, they pushed into us, okay, whatever. It's no big deal. We gained a little bit of experience from it, but it's no big deal. They ain't going to break through us. So, what I want you guys to do is, as soon as we start going into war with Belgium, right, as soon as we start pushing into Belgium, you are going to send these guys. And I'll show you here in a minute. Because we want to pin down as many of these troops as possible. And the only way to pin them down is to pretty much psycho charge into these guys to hold them there. So now that is being said, let's go ahead and move our planes for the last thing. So I always send the 1,000 group there. Now we could split this group of, I have 905, you guys might have more. Go ahead and split them once into 2 groups of 500. One is going to go to this level 600 or 600 capacity airport up here. The other one is going to go to this 600 capacity airport down here. Go ahead and unpause for a minute. Let them go. Now go ahead and send this group of CAS out here to the water, right? We're going to mess them up out here. And then this group of CAS is coming over here to Belgium and the Netherlands. And go ahead and do that too. Now this is what the 1,000 one, go ahead and put here. We'll gradually start getting green air and start shooting them down. But look at how much stuff like they're putting in the air. Right, 1,200 is old CAS in the air. So we want to make sure that we're, you know, barely hanging in there. As soon as we take out Paris, it'll get a little bit better. All right, the partition of Poland has now arrived, and we will be saying yes to this. In future games, you can say no, right? The USSR has the option to immediately declare on you, which would be bad for us because all of our troops are over here. But that is a story for another game. So go ahead and click on yes. They will automatically get half of Poland, which they didn't even work for. And then, what? All right, as you can see, my Navy just took a shellacking. all the subs I had in reserve are now gone, right? So they must have been, it's just working my navy over here. I have no navy in reserve. So as soon as our subs, this is what happens in this game. As soon as war is declared, they automatically, you know, start working people. So, oh no, I have no surface fleet left. Okay, so our subs are still good to go. No surface fleet down here. As soon as they are done, as soon as these are done popping out, we need to make sure to add them into another theater. Put them into another theater like before, and then start training them again. But as for now, we want to make sure to go ahead and make sure our all of our trade is up to date. See how they're taking out our trade lines. So we want to make sure that we are up to date with this stuff. We need a little bit of steel. Who to get steel from? Yeah, I'll get some from Hungary. We only need a little bit. And then get some more tungsten from Turkey. All the way up to 10. And then now it is time for war. Now make sure that we get these planes over here. We want this group of 200 fighters. And then that group, I have 456 in cast. You may have more. But make sure that they are up and over here. Make sure you're always checking your... make sure you're always checking your production too. We want to keep going with the... we want to keep going with our dockyards, which is a little bit behind. Not too far, but a little bit. Alright, as you can see, we're almost done with our mills, and then we will start popping out all of our synthetic factories, and then we'll be good to go. So they want to send us troops now. You can, but I wouldn't do that now, just because we are going to be puppeting them here in a minute, right? So as soon as you puppet them, all those troops, like let's say we sent those troops down to Africa, right, to go fight. All those troops would just be standing there. They'd immediately get taken back by their host country, right? I mean, by their nation. Would automatically recall them, and then we wouldn't even be able to get them back, because then they'd be stuck down here somewhere, and then their own country won't even call them back. It's ridiculous. So don't do that now. We'll do that here in a minute. And now let's go ahead and take out the Netherlands. Make sure your planes are good to go. Make sure your cast is good to go. Make sure your army's all there. And let's get a go. Well, I have to do... Oh, wait. Oh, I jumped the gun. I way jumped the gun. So, around the Maginot is now done. Now we can finally declare on them. And make sure next we want to go ahead and do Operation Weserberg. Weserbung? That one. Make sure to do that one. German pressure towards the Benelux. Of course we are. And now go ahead and declare war. You don't really need to call your allies in for this one. This one will be a piece of cake. Even easier than Poland. 2-second Poland over there. So, okay. While we're here, since I just clicked on this Decisions tab, this is a bug I have found in this game. Another one. With war propaganda. So we're at 89%. We're going to go ahead and do war bonds, okay? So right now, go ahead and click on war bonds. That's what you want to do. And they keep activating all these tabs for some reason. But anyways, so there's a bug I found with war propaganda, okay? Sometimes, let's say I start doing it now, right? Soviet Union or France or whatever. Let's say we do France, okay? I kill France before this 180-day or 90-day this 90-day decision is done, right? I now lose all war propaganda decisions for the rest of the game. I don't know why. I think they might have fixed it, but just because I know about the bug and I've been dealing with that bug for a long time, we're not going to do that for right now. So go ahead and make sure that you are doing war bonds. All of our guys are out. Our snorkel's almost done, so we're almost good to go with that. And go ahead and make sure your guys are rolling. And go ahead and unpause. Oh, as soon as I unpause, look at this. Alright, our armored troop carrier is now done. So next, go ahead. We are going to do our level 2 cast. Go ahead and research that now. And keep on going. Now, hopefully these guys can make the turn by the time anybody figures it out. We got it. Ace pilot promoted. Go away. Come on, Guderian. Move your butt, baby. Oh, look it. Dutch have now capitulated, but see, you see what I mean? So, like, there's still remnants of their troops in places. Like, it's ridiculous. Go ahead, keep on rolling. Come on, guys. Take them out. Okay, and we are now finally done. All right, our basic submarine snorkel is now done. Go ahead and spend the 50 naval XP on the electric torpedo. This will give us see torpedo reveal chance negative 25%, which is amazing. Now, next, I want you to go ahead and left click onto this army right here. For me, it says Army 3. It's probably the same for you. Go ahead and hit Z, and then right click them right here. You should see them in you should see them in, they should only be taking up these two squares right here. And then I want you to hold down, Alt and right click drag this blue army over here. So this is what it should look like right now. And then next I want you to go ahead and just left click onto the oak leaves right here for your whole tank divisions. And then go ahead Z and right click right here. And then next we want to go ahead and hit X, right click, drag them onto, they're going to be attacking this square and this square. So Ghent in this square right here. We are going to be running the top to hurry up and take out France. Next I want you to go ahead and click on our blue army, the one with the sub icon, hit X, right click, drag across right here. Should be looking like this all along the coast. Now, this is the problem with invading France this way, right? It's not like as soon as we get done taking out the Belgium right here, that we then can set up and keep going. No. We have to keep rolling, right? So we can't stop, set up, and then keep going into France. We have to. It's one fluid motion right into France. So this is going to be it for us. Now that we are done with that. Go ahead and make sure all your stuff is good to go. We will be doing our subs real quick. And then, let's see what was completed. So we have our troop carrier now completed. Go ahead and make sure these will be receiving 30. I said that right. 30 mils. Put that on the bottom right here. And then we have a bunch of different dockyards available right now. So go ahead and see if we can... Has anything produced? No? Okay, so because nothing's produced, what I like to do is, our subs aren't done yet, right? Let me see. Am I wrong? So our subs are done. Okay, so let's go ahead and build our subs real quick. So sub engine 3, right? Torpedo tube 3, and then on this one right here, we want torpedo tube 3. Go ahead, slap that snorkel on that bad boy, and then torpedo tube 3. Go ahead. I like to have historical names on these things. You can name it whatever you want, but this is how your sub should be looking right now. You can auto upgrade if you want to. It's going to be the same hassle we have here. And then go ahead and save. Then what I want you to do is add 2 of them down here to the bottom, right? 1, and what is that? Why are you doing that to me? So 1, and then this is B. We want B. 2. Alright, make sure that they are designated to go in here. And then make sure, I don't care if these subs are a day away from completing, you swap them out. You swap them out now. These are way better subs. And, you want to have the best out there that we possibly do. Now, as soon as all of our surface fleet is done, producing, as soon as we start getting some ships, then we'll put them out there. Go ahead and slap any subs that you possibly can. Go ahead and just make them into their own fleet, put them in the reserve. As soon as we unpause, it'll automatically be divvied out into here. Now, all of our guys have accepted our war decree, and this is where I am going to leave you guys for today. So if you guys enjoy this content, please like. If you guys really enjoyed this content, please subscribe. And if you really enjoyed this content, go ahead and make sure you share that video. Even though our subs got destroyed, I guarantee that this video is going to be great. So until next time, guys, keep on living your dream. I'll see you on the next one.